Hey guys, and welcome back to Forest Game 03, where today we're building a tiny home for an INFP. The idea for this came from having seen a few other simmers do zodiac sign tiny homes. I think Miss Griffey and then someone else had also done this, and so I thought that it might be fun to do it myself. But whilst I was never really into zodiac signs, I was quite interested in like personality types, and so I thought it might be fun to attempt this but for personality types. And I started off with the INFP, not really for any specific reason, but yeah. So in case you guys didn't know, INFPs are one of 16 personality types, which are essentially categorizations based on cognitive functions. So for example, the INFP's cognitive functions are introverted feeling, extroverted intuition, introverted sensing, and extroverted thinking. I will leave some links in the description just so you guys can read up a bit about what that really means. But INFPs themselves are often associated with being gentle, imaginative, idealistic, free-spirited, romantic, that sort of thing. They're often portrayed as daydreaming a lot, of having their head in the clouds, and a character that is a pretty decent, I think, example of being an INFP is Fluttershy. Their dominant function of introverted feeling often leads to them valuing inner harmony above all else, which I thought would work pretty well for like a yoga instructor, which is why I based this tiny home around a character who was one. I just thought that yoga was a very meditative sort of activity, and I thought that that would work well with the INFP. I wanted the house to be sort of like soft, daydreamy, sort of romantic, idealistic, and yeah, I'm really happy with how this home turns out. I don't know if I've ever actually made or built a tiny home, so this may or may not be my first tiny home. It's a level 2 tiny home. Can't remember what that means, but just in case you guys want to know, it's a level 2 tiny home. I did my best to give this place like a really dreamy, soft aesthetic. As I said, like that was the inspiration. I did make the foundation of the house a bit higher so that I could put all of these rocks and plants and all that sort of surrounding it, because I thought that that might be like a way to make it look like it's a bit above ground, like there's like plants, small trees, sort of like cloud. I don't know if this is making any sense, but basically I wanted this house to look like it was floating with the plants and rocks and all that acting as though it was like a little bit like a bird's eye view, the tops of trees. I don't know if that comes across, but that was my intention with it. That's also why I decided to paint the house blue, to like connect it more with the sky and all of that. I did decide to give the indoor at-home yoga studio just like 2 walls that are completely just like glass windows, because I thought it would bring a lot of natural light into the home. But I'm really happy with how the kitchen turned out, because whilst it is quite a small space, it's also quite spacious. I was able to fit quite a lot of stuff in there, like a full fridge. I didn't have to use a mini fridge, a counter that Sims can cook on alone, but still I was able to fit like a really nice nook for the INFP to do some admin work or to like game a bit or something like that. I put a CC tablet there instead of a laptop or a PC, because I thought that a tablet would fit the space a lot better. It's very portable, and I thought that would be the best way to go about it. Most of one of the walls is just glass panel like windows, so there is a lot of natural sunlight that's reflected off of the mirrors I also put in there, which I think that those 2 things opened up the space a lot more than it would had those not been there. I also put like a little table there so that 2 Sims can just sit down and eat or relax or whatever they want to do at that table. And yes, one of the things that I wanted for the kitchen was for it to be like another place that the Sim could sort of meditate in, but more in like a culinary sense rather than like a physical one, because I think that cooking can also be a form of meditation, I guess. But yeah, so overall I was pretty happy with how the kitchen turned out. And it is a tiny home, so I didn't have enough space to put like a living room inside of the home itself, but I do have like this little cutout at the back that pretty much just like perfectly fit like a couch and a TV with a stand. So yeah, so they do have a outdoor living room. So hopefully, if it rains, the TV won't explode. But it's not real life, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, the bedroom, I went for like a cream, I think, sort of color scheme with. It's very small, so the only things that really fit in there were like a bed, chest of drawers, for clothes, because I do want to keep some element of realism here. And I did try and fit a sort of like hanging egg shed thingy. I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but you'll see it. I'm not sure whether I ended up being able to work it in, because there might have been an issue with the sim getting to both sides of the bed. So I'm not sure if I end up keeping it or not, but I guess we'll see. I put two bedside tables with like lamps, and I thought that those lamps sort of imitated like clouds. Like hopefully that comes across. I also liked the overbed hanging material thing that I put, because it also like connects with like the sky to me, and it was sort of like cloud-like, soft. And there's also, I think, a painting it there of like, that's in my like, I think it may be of clouds, but I'm not 100% sure. But I thought it fit in quite nicely. I did put quite a big bathroom. I did give them quite a big bathroom, but I feel like that's something that might be important given that they have a yoga studio, so they may let like clients use it from time to time. So I don't know, I thought that might be important. And also, if they're doing yoga and like taking care of all of these plants, you sort of have to, if you have this many, even if they're outdoors, they will probably get sweaty. So just like having a nice place where they can come in and also relax, I guess. Yeah, it being large also helps. But another space where they can just like relax and vibe, maybe read a book in the bathtub or something like that. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that sadly, because I don't have spa day, the yoga studio isn't actually functional. However, you can probably just make it functional yourself easily, so that shouldn't really be a problem, unless you also don't have spa day, in which case it's more there just for the aesthetic. I don't know if there's anything else left really for me to say, but I am really happy with how this. I feel like I say this about most of my builds, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just really happy with how it turns out. I can't wait to work on the next tiny home. I haven't picked which personality type I'm going to be doing next. So if you want to see any specific one, then let me know in the comments below. Let me know also if you have any ideas for any personality types, like if you want to see for example, INTP as a scientist, or maybe you're tired of seeing INTPs like portrayed as scientists or like mathematicians, then let me know, and I'll see what I can do. And yeah, also I am gonna be making the sim that lives here. I've already started on that. Not quite done yet, so that will not be coming out this week. I mean, this video will come out on Friday, so I mean, that INFP may come out on the next Monday. Not 100% sure yet because I haven't finished it. But I am working on that, so we will have the sim INFP coming out soon. And yeah, let me know if you like the idea, if you like this build, which personality type you'd like to see next, and any ideas you have for them. And yeah, I think we're coming up to the screenshots now, so I will leave you to that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, okay, bye!
Saturday night at the arcade, silver coins in my hand, ready to make some damage. Saturday night at the arcade, silver coins in his hand.